What if the foods you eat every day are slowly poisoning your kidneys without you knowing it? What if by the time you feel something is wrong, 80% of your kidney function is already gone? Most people don't think about their kidneys until something goes seriously wrong. Kidneys work silently, filtering blood and eliminating waste 24 hours a day. They can lose most of their function before producing any symptoms. By the time someone feels tired, nauseous, or notices swelling, kidney disease has often progressed to an advanced stage. More than 90% of people with early kidney disease don't know they have it. Over 80% of patients on dialysis never knew they had kidney problems until it was too late. These failures could have been prevented with simple changes in diet and regular checkups. Food and kidney health are closely connected, but it's a topic that can be confusing for many. Certain foods place extraordinary stress on these organs. Some contain substances kidneys struggle to filter. Others contribute to conditions like high blood pressure and diabetes that damage kidneys over time. In this video, you'll discover the 8 worst foods that can seriously harm your kidneys. Food number 8 is the most dangerous of all. If you're over 50, experience kidney issues, or want to prevent future problems, this video was made for you. Before we begin, tell us what part of the world you're watching from. Drop your comment below. Without further ado, let's get to the video. 1. Dark sodas and all sugary drinks. Dark sodas rank among the worst things you can consume for kidney health. The problem starts with phosphorus. Most dark sodas contain high levels of artificial phosphorus, which exists in a form that's particularly difficult for kidneys to process. When kidneys work to filter this artificial phosphorus, they become overloaded. Healthy kidneys can handle natural phosphorus from food relatively easily, but the phosphorus added to sodas behaves differently in the body. It gets absorbed more completely and places greater strain on kidney function. Research has linked regular consumption of dark sodas to accelerated kidney disease progression and increased risk of kidney stones. The sugar content presents another problem. A typical 12-ounce cola contains 152 calories worth of sugar. Many convenience stores sell sodas in 50-ounce servings, which means people regularly consume several hundred calories of pure sugar in a single drink. This massive sugar load affects kidneys both directly and indirectly. Directly, high sugar intake causes metabolic stress that damages kidney filters over time. Indirectly, it contributes to obesity and type 2 diabetes, the 2 leading causes of kidney failure. Studies have documented clear connections between regular soda consumption and conditions including chronic kidney disease, metabolic syndrome, osteoporosis, and dental decay. Diet sodas don't solve the problem. While lower in calories, they contain no nutritional value and often include additives and artificial sweeteners whose long-term effects on kidney health remain unclear. The solution is simple, but requires changing a deeply ingrained habit. Plain water with slices of fresh fruit provides flavor without the kidney damage. 2. Processed deli meats and cold cuts. Processed meats like bologna, ham, salami, and other deli meats deliver a concentrated dose of sodium and potentially harmful preservatives. The sodium content alone makes these foods problematic. A few slices of deli meat can contain 500 to 800 milligrams of sodium, nearly half the recommended daily limit for people with kidney concerns. Sodium forces kidneys to work harder to maintain proper fluid balance in the body. When sodium intake stays consistently high, blood pressure rises. Elevated blood pressure directly damages the small blood vessels in kidneys that perform filtration. Over years, this damage accumulates and kidney function declines. The preservatives present an additional concern. Most processed meats contain nitrates and nitrites, which help prevent bacterial growth and maintain color. Research has linked these compounds to increased cancer risk. While the evidence on their direct kidney effects remains incomplete, the overall health impact of regular processed meat consumption is clearly negative. Fresh, unprocessed meats contain natural sodium levels around 50 to 80 milligrams per serving. Processing increases this tenfold or more. The proteins remain, but the overall nutritional profile shifts dramatically for the worse. People should choose fresh roasted turkey or chicken instead. When buying any packaged meat, look for products labeled low sodium and no nitrates added. Reading nutrition labels becomes essential because sodium and preservative content varies widely between brands and products. Some manufacturers have started offering genuinely healthier options, but consumers need to actively seek them out. 3. Butter and high-fat spreads. Butter contains high levels of saturated fat and cholesterol derived from animal sources. While kidneys don't directly process dietary fat the same way they handle sodium or phosphorus, high saturated fat intake affects kidney health through its impact on blood vessels and overall cardiovascular health. Saturated fat contributes to atherosclerosis, the buildup of plaque in arteries throughout the body, including those supplying kidneys. Reduced blood flow to kidneys impairs their function over time. The same process that causes heart attacks and strokes damages kidney tissue silently and progressively. A single tablespoon of butter contains approximately 100 calories, 11 grams of fat, and 7 grams of saturated fat. When a spread is necessary, products that are low in saturated fat and contain zero trans fats represent the least harmful choice. 4. Mayonnaise and high-calorie condiments. Mayonnaise packs an enormous calorie load into a small serving. 1 tablespoon contains roughly 103 calories, mostly from fat. Since most people use several tablespoons when making sandwiches, salads, or dips, the calories accumulate rapidly. The fat content is predominantly saturated fat, which affects kidney health through the same cardiovascular pathway as butter. The combination of high calories and saturated fat contributes to obesity, which itself is a risk factor for kidney disease. Excess body weight increases the kidney's workload and can lead to a condition called obesity-related kidney disease. Fat-free and reduced-calorie versions of mayonnaise exist, but they create different problems. To maintain texture and flavor while reducing fat, manufacturers typically add more sodium, sugar, and various additives. A person avoiding fat might consume significantly more sodium without realizing it. The sodium content in low-fat mayonnaise often exceeds that in regular versions by 50 to 100%. For someone trying to protect their kidneys, this trade-off makes no sense. The kidney stress from excess sodium likely outweighs any benefit from reducing saturated fat. A better replacement is plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. It provides similar texture and tanginess with significantly fewer calories and far more protein. 5. Frozen meals and prepackaged dinners. Frozen meals represent convenience but carry a severe sodium penalty. Most frozen dinners contain 800 to 1200 milligrams of sodium per serving. Some exceed 1,500 milligrams in a single meal. Given that kidney-conscious individuals should limit daily sodium intake to 1,500 to 2,000 milligrams total, one frozen dinner can deliver an entire day's worth. The heavy processing involved in creating frozen meals means significant additions of sodium, phosphorus additives, and other preservatives. Food manufacturers add sodium to enhance flavor, since freezing and reheating dulls natural tastes. They add phosphorus-based compounds to maintain texture and extend shelf life. Not all frozen meals are equally problematic. Some companies now produce lines specifically designed to be lower in sodium and free from certain additives. Reading labels carefully makes the difference between a moderately acceptable frozen meal and one that delivers kidney damage in a box. The labels to look for include low sodium, no sodium added, and no artificial preservatives. 6. All types of fast food. Fast food combines nearly every kidney-damaging element into convenient packages. High sodium levels appear in virtually every menu item. Burgers, fries, fried chicken, and tacos all contain 800 to 1,500 milligrams of sodium per item. A typical fast food meal with a burger, fries, and drink can deliver 2,500 milligrams of sodium, exceeding the daily limit in one sitting. The saturated fat content mirrors the sodium problem. Fast food relies heavily on frying and uses meats high in saturated fat. The cooking methods add additional fat. A single fast food meal can contain 30 to 50 grams of saturated fat, 2 to 3 times the daily recommended maximum. The artificial phosphorus content in fast food also warrants concern. Many items contain phosphorus additives in the form of preservatives and texture enhancers. These add to the phosphorus overload that stresses kidney filtration capacity. A kidney-friendly diet should center on fruits, vegetables, complex carbohydrates, and lean proteins. 7. Ultra-processed cheese products. Not all cheese affects kidneys equally. Natural cheeses like cheddar, Swiss, and mozzarella contain moderate sodium and phosphorus levels. Ultra-processed cheese products are different animals entirely. Many processed cheese products aren't legally cheese at all. The manufacturing process adds significant sodium and phosphorus while removing most nutritional value. A small serving of processed cheese can contain 400 to 600 milligrams of sodium compared to 150 to 200 milligrams in natural cheese. The phosphorus content shows similar inflation. These additives enhance shelf life and improve texture, but place excessive demands on kidney filtration systems. The artificial phosphorus in processed cheese products gets absorbed more completely than natural phosphorus from regular cheese. This means the kidneys must work harder to remove it. Over time, this extra work contributes to declining kidney function, especially in people already experiencing kidney stress. 8. Starfruit carambola. Starfruit is uniquely dangerous for anyone with kidney problems. While healthy kidneys filter its neurotoxin caramboxin efficiently, damaged kidneys cannot. When caramboxin accumulates in the bloodstream, it crosses the blood-brain barrier and attacks the nervous system. Symptoms of starfruit poisoning are severe: persistent hiccups, uncontrollable vomiting, mental confusion, agitation, and seizures. In advanced cases, it can be fatal. Dialysis patients face the highest risk since their kidneys have virtually no filtering capacity. Starfruit also contains extremely high oxalate levels, far more than most fruits. These oxalates bind with calcium to form kidney stones. Even people with healthy kidneys who regularly drink concentrated starfruit juice can develop dangerous stones. Concentration matters. A slice or two of fresh starfruit occasionally poses less risk than daily juice consumption, which concentrates both caramboxin and oxalates into a far more dangerous dose. People with diagnosed kidney disease should avoid starfruit completely in all forms. Anyone experiencing persistent hiccups, confusion, or seizures after eating starfruit should seek immediate medical attention. If this video helped you understand kidney health better, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next video. Like and share to help others protect their kidneys too. What surprised you most? Comment below. Your kidneys will thank you. See you next time.